Congratulations into the finals. Tell us your overriding feeling this morning.
Well, it's been a heck of a 24 hours. I mean, obviously our game was hugely important just to finish the season the right way, and then you had to wait X amount of hours to get to the next day, and that game was absolutely crazy. And, I sat there, I was by myself, and a lot of mixed emotions. Obviously, I wanted Southeast to win, and they did a heck of a job finishing their season with 2 wins, and to go in there and win is always difficult. And then, I felt bad for Wags and Cotton and Norton, these guys that spent their entire career there building something there. And it's a special achievement by Perth, but it was going to end probably at some point or another. And, we move on, but it was a long 24 hours and exciting.
Your message obviously has been about the process, the culture, etc. Now you're in the finals.
Yes.
Do you change that and just go out and try and win?
No, we just back to what we're doing as we normally do. We're going through the steps of reviewing today and having some light work this morning, and then we'll have a good practice tomorrow. And we're back to the process of getting ready for them. And the good thing is the short turnaround. There's not a lot of scouting and stuff to be done. We'll just continue to do what we've been doing. There's not going to be a lot of changes. Our team's our team, and our group's our group, and we'll just move forward.
I feel you're entering this contest in better shape than them. Obviously, they had Jerry out and a few others as well. Do you feel they took their foot off the gas the other night, or was that disrespecting us too much?
I think it's kind of disrespectful to them. Players come in to play hard. I know Dean Vickerman's a hell of a coach, and he wouldn't do that. And, I think we played well, and maybe there wasn't quite as much motivation when they got behind, but they're a heck of a team. They're champion pedigreed throughout. We're going into their building again. It's going to be a very difficult series for us, but I told these guys, expect to win. We're here to win a championship, not just make up numbers and go through the process. And I think that's one of the reasons why we've been, relatively successful this year. Is we've never put a ceiling on anything. We've just said, let's keep doing the work and see where it leads you. And we didn't come in thinking, 10th place is going to be good, and it's just an expansion year, and we'll be happy if we get the 9th. I think if we would have took that mode, we would have probably finished right 10th or 9th, and everyone would have been, hey, it's expansion year, and it's okay. And we continue to just keep grinding away and doing the work, and it's been fantastic.
What were you doing last night? Can you run us through your evening?
It was really simple, and I just sat on my couch and relaxed and watched the games, and I thought the first game was just as exciting, the Illawarra City game, and I just wanted to be by myself and watch the game and pace when I needed to pace and that kind of thing, and I was just chilling out.
Do you believe how it played out? Like the last game of the season, it came down to that again.
Yeah, it's obviously great for the league, and again, the Southeast, the way they competed and fought down there, and then they go into overtime and win in there, just a tremendous, exciting game. I mean, you're on the edge of your seat the last 5-6 minutes, and fell in our favor.
Scott, you've been big on celebrating wins and allowing the team to celebrate wins. Have you and the team had time already to sort of celebrate the achievement of making finals? Did you have a cigar or anything like that?
I always have a cigar, so it's always a win for me. That's why I smoke a cigar before every game, because no matter what, I've won. And it's my little stress relief and my enjoyment. So the team, they celebrated yesterday afternoon. We had a get-together with the families and stuff, and they kind of relaxed and just waited for the day to unfold, and it was a nice evening for them. But I think they all believed that they were going to play again, and they were still in that mindset. And when we came in this morning, they were just re-locked into moving forward.
What was the message this morning when you guys first came in?
Obviously, congratulations. It's been quite the X amount of months here, and just proud of the way they built the culture here and represented the state. And again, expect to win. We've been saying that for the last 2 or 3 weeks, that they're good enough to beat anybody at any time. And when you go to Melbourne, expect to win and don't think anything else other than that.
And you started 2-6. You've spoken about the turnaround. Looking back now, what was it that clicked? Do you think what's become better for you guys to make that turnaround happen?
Yeah, and when we were 2-6, we kept continuing saying we're really, really close, and we didn't stray from the process. We didn't drop our heads. We continued to come here and do the work and hang our hat on playing defense, and our offense was behind, and we continued to make some tweaks towards that. But I think the biggest thing that happened was guys started to find their roles and find out exactly how they could impact this team, and we weren't probably quite ready to win at that point until that happened. And then we got a few close ones over the line, and it just built confidence, and it grew from there. And then Magnet goes down, and they just don't miss a beat and continue to fight and scrap and figure out another way to win. And The depth of this group, I think, has been our biggest strength, to be honest with you. We play 11 guys most of the time, and everyone comes in and contributes in some fashion or form, and some nights they're better than others, but they all step to the plate, and they all know what they're supposed to be doing, and it's fun to watch.
And you beat Melbourne on their home court already this season. How much belief and confidence does that kind of give you and the group you can do it again?
Well, we should have confidence irregardless. We've gone into Melbourne just in that building and done well, and I expect these guys to play very hard, but you know, they have a battle. This is, like I said, a championship pedigree team that knows how to win, and the pressure is going to mount, and the crowd's going to be there, and we're going to have to probably navigate some tough times during the course of the game, and we'll see what happens at that point.
It does seem somewhat, though, the wins started to come when your family arrived, and your, I guess, your change of feeling when they arrived. Do you draw those two things together, and does your coaching method change when you have the people around you that you love?
No, I mean, I thought for the most part, although I wasn't probably great to be around, but you know, after the Blitz and the Cairns game, when I knew that the borders were going to finally open, it kind of just gave me a relief moving into the season. I think a big factor was suddenly putting Matt Kenyon in the starting lineup. Gave us a lot of energy and a different look, and there's no coincidence we went 15-5 with him starting, and he just brought a lot of confidence to the group defensively, and you know, things just started to unfold. Again, I had some tough conversations with Josh Adams and Josh Majette and Mikhail that had to be had, and they responded the right way, and things just started snowballing.
How different is playoffs basketball? It's more intense, it goes to that next level, and for the vast majority of the group, they haven't played that before. How do you send Clint out to give them that brief of what it's like?
You know, we had a brief talk about it this morning, but really it's just the intensity level is going to get a lot higher. We played in some very big games already this year that we can look upon and we have confidence in. It's going to be a hostile crowd on the road. I told them not to expect any kind of whistles, and you're going to have to play through fouls and play through adversity, and some of the things that we've been doing already. So it's going to be magnified a little bit, but to me the big thing is budgeting their time, getting them rest, and getting them mentally ready to go.
You mentioned a bit about Perth before the streak. We've had so many chapters to this story all year, but what's that mean for us to be the ones that end that streak? And even Scott Morrison said last night that win we had there a couple of weeks ago counted for a lot in the end.
Yeah, again, I mean, that was obviously a huge win, but we had to finish the season also after getting beat by Illawarra and kind of got smacked around in the second half there. And then, you know, the build up to the Sydney game, we didn't respond very well, and that was probably the game all year that we just got beat from beginning to end. And we just said, okay, we got X amount of games left, and we're just going to have to pick them off one by one if we're really going to do anything here and really make a statement. And again, you know, I don't think anyone would have been disappointed if we had lost X amount of games, but then the expectation keeps growing, and they keep playing better, and they haven't backed down from that, and it's been this amazing group.
You've dug a hole for yourself next year now because you made the finals in the first year?
Well, irregardless, I think Clint said it the other day, the culture, I think, has been built to improve, but it's a standard that now these guys have set moving in, and that will be here hopefully for many, many years after we're all gone, that it started back this first year, and they created something that means something to the state, and wearing this jersey means something, and it's no different in Perth when you put a Wildcat jersey on, there's something of an expectation to that, and that's what we've tried to create here when you put a Jack Jumper jersey on.
You've touched on it a lot already, but now you've made the finals. How proud of the group are you of what you've achieved in your first season?
I mean, I don't know what else to say other than just being proud. It's just been, you know, a joy to be around them. They've worked extremely hard on and off the floor, and you know, you can't get them out of the gym. We're here and they're done, and they're still here just hanging out and being together, and they enjoy being together, and it's not overly common to have this kind of connection with each other, and they built something very special amongst themselves, and that's what sports is about at the end of the day, is the relationships you build and the lifelong friends you have, so when they're in their 40s and 50s and they run across each other, they can say, hey, remember that game we had back at so-and-so, and that's sports really at the end of the day.
Did you watch, I'm sure you've seen the video that Matt Kenyon put up of them together watching it. I'm sure that brought a smile to your face.
Yeah, I got a kick out of it. I heard Jack McVeigh scream, which was interesting, but I wouldn't expect anything else from Jack McVeigh. But yeah, just the fact that they were jumping around and excited about it, and again, they've never lost hope or faith in this whole process from day one, and they believe from day one, and I'm sure they sat there in that game watching it and believing that they're going to play again, and to see their excitement on it was great.
You've had such a decorated career. How does this experience so far compare to that?
Yeah, I mean, it's at the very top. You know, I'd say 2 or 3 things in my lifetime have been, as far as basketball, playing in my first NBA game and guarding Magic Johnson in the Forum was as high as I could be. It was a dream of mine as a child, and I had an unbelievable experience in Turkey, coaching the Turkish national team in the World Championships and going to the finals, and an entire country rallying around that group for 6 weeks. And then to come here and just see something special and build something special. And then just the quality of time I had in Perth was very confirming of what my beliefs were if I ever became a head coach again and got a chance of what it means to build a culture and build a winning franchise.
Felt like Saturday night was the loudest crowd of the year to me anyway. Do you think it can go louder this weekend at home?
Well, I hope so. You know, the buildings become, obviously, it's a perfect size in some regards. Everyone says, oh, well, I wish we had a few thousand more, but you know, that make sure that that's the hottest ticket in town every time this team has a chance to go play and people are fighting to get in the building is, you know, great. And to have 5,000 people that are engaged is better than having a 10,000 seat building with 7,500 people in it. So the fans were fantastic. They've been all year, and the state is, you know, rallied around them.
Scott, you go in probably the hottest team in the NBL at the moment. Do you go in with an underdog mindset, or what's the mentality in that?
We're going in expecting to win. I told them, you know, you're good enough to win a championship this year. We've never again put a cap on anything that we've ever done here, except, you know, do the work, show up, play as hard as you possibly can, lean into each other, be accountable to each other, and expect to win.